Hey, Terra Nation. It's been a wild ride. Sorry I haven't been around, but I've learnt some things. I tell you, I've evolved some. For whatever reason, I haven't done videos in a few months. I've been through some really pretty full-on cycles. Some amazing times, some really hard times, a lot of learning, a lot of growth, a lot of dark night of the soul and all sorts. But here I am, and I'm back, and I'm committed to doing videos every day, at least one video every day, no matter what's going on, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what life throws at me. Just I gotta speak. I need to speak. Got this new tattoo. It's to remind me to just speak my truth, live in my truth. My faith has grown incredibly. My channeling. So I'm really excited today to do this reading. So I haven't really been called to do any specific reading. It's just going to be a collective reading, and so if it resonates with you, that's cool. If it doesn't, I'm not even starting yet. Stop it. Cards are just excited. Me too. Start with blessing these cards. Spirit, I ask you to cleanse these cards of any energy from before today. Please open the channel and make it a clear channel for whoever's listening today who needs these messages from you. Let me be a clear channel for them to hear these words, these messages that I've got for them. Thank you. Gratitude, always. Amen. Okay. Shall we get into it? So, if you like silly geese, this is a silly goose. He's a silly goose because this is Little Fox. He can attach himself. People do this too. Oh, it's kind of like that thing off the labyrinth. We're just going to put them over here now, or we're going to get distracted. I've got my greenstone, my punami. Very good for healing. It's a cheeky stone. Let's shuffle these cards. Let me channel some messages and give back, because boy, I've been just listening to readings constantly for the last year. It's how I've learnt. Not to be rough with the cards if I don't like shuffling. But yeah, it's time for me to give back, because, you know, these are my people. They help me. I help them. It's how we go. It's how the energy. Gentle. I'm just too enthused today. I'm just on fire. So these cards are like, settle down with me. Just forgot what I was saying. Yeah, time for me to give back. Time for me to take a shuffling class, maybe. I just seen illumination. Someone's been illuminated. They're just trying to come out. So we'll just, obviously they don't need to be shuffled today. Okay. I'm gonna start with some past cards. A past journey. What you were trying to do in the past, where you were, who you were, what you were trying to learn that got you to where you are today. The Seeker. This card's about being curious enough to have questions about life and about the world and about how things work and about people. I'm definitely a seeker. Oh, I'm so curious. I'm an Aries, by the way. We are the babies. We're like, oh, what's that? Let's go. Oh, that was... Anyway, the Seeker, so you've been searching, you've been looking for things, you've had the courage to step out of your comfort zone and go look for your answers. You know, we have questions, but a lot of people don't go out there and look for the answers. I ask to be shown. When I can't find it myself, I pray and I say, please, I know these things are hard and they're going to hurt me, but please show me. Please show me. And don't ever ask if you're not ready. But no, if you're asking, you're ready. The seeker is just, you're seeking like a child. A child, they don't look for good and bad. They just kind of are curious and they see the most wonderful things and, in life naturally if we don't condition them. They're just full of magic and they just go out and do things and we don't understand them because we've just been told, a lot of us have been told from day one to be like this, to do this and be that way, and you got to fit into here. And I've been trying to fit my whole life and I don't fit. It's like trying to jam a triangle into, like, I don't know, a hexagon. Something like that. Doesn't work. But I'm alright with that. Harmony. Searching for harmony. I feel like you had harmony in your life, and maybe something happened. We'll get into that anyway. So I feel like in your past was quite harmonious. There's a rainbow in there too, and fulfillment. So there was a time in your past where you felt fulfilled, you felt harmonious, and it worked for you, and life was great. But I feel like something happened here, something changed. And life can be perfect, and you think you can't, want for much more, and things can drastically change because we're meant to change. It's not meant to, I'm not saying we're not meant to be happy, because we are, but we can't be happy all the time, like the yin and the yang. Like my hair, dark and the light. We cannot have the light without the dark. Can't have the dark without the light. It just... Anyway, let's see what is in your present. In this present moment, what's going on for you? What's going on in your present moment? Let's give us some cards for the collective in their present moment. Throw it on the floor. Integrity. Maybe you weren't living in your integrity. Maybe you weren't respecting your integrity. I know I've just been through a massive shift. As we do when our integrity is not, when we're not respecting our own integrity by doing things and trying to fit in places that we don't, because, they're usually other people's places, other people's lives. You cannot fit into someone else's life. You have to make a new life together if that's what you want. Like, I've just done a bit of that, trying to fit into someone else's life. Like, this isn't my life. I'm not living my life. You're not living your truth. You're going to be miserable eventually. It doesn't matter how much you pretty it up. Live in your truth. Integrity. Integrity is really important. It's where the truth lies. It's who you are. And only in being your true self can you be happy and get satisfaction out of life. Otherwise, you're just faking it till you make it, and you're never going to make it if you're faking it. It's a stupid thing. Like, just try your hardest until you get there, and when you get there, make sure you praise yourself and tell yourself you're worthy, because imposter syndrome is a huge thing when you're trying to do all that with low self-esteem, and then you end up in a position that you've faked it till you make it, and then you feel like, it's not even you, because maybe it's not. Maybe that's where imposter syndrome comes in, because you're not really living in your truth. I'm still studying it. Disappointment. I feel like somebody's disappointed you. Maybe you disappointed yourself. I think it starts with other people disappointing us because they didn't meet our expectations. They didn't meet our criteria of what we thought that they their boundaries would be, or their behavior would be, or what, we listen to what they say, not look at what they do. And you've got to look at what people do. You've got to look at what you do and what you say. Are they different? Are they the same? Do you do what you say? Because otherwise, what's the point in saying it? If you don't do it, I don't see the point. But I'm a raging Aries, and I'm like, let's do it. I'm very action orientated. I just don't understand people, but I've got to love them anyway. I don't understand people really who just talk about things. Had this marriage with a husband, and his dream job was to be a Fonterra truck driver, which he was already a truck driver, like a small truck driver, and he had the license. He had everything there to get it, and I was so excited, like, oh my god, I could just like help you, and you could do your dream. And yeah, he could go to Fonterra anytime he wants. He's like right there, but he won't, and it's really none of my business. Like, I felt quite bad afterwards, and I was like, oh, wait on a minute, maybe people just like to talk about what they want to do, and that's like, I can't judge them for that, because you can't, like, you've just got to accept it. And when people ask you for help, then you give them help. It was a good lesson in a lot of things. But anyway, I like to chase my dreams. Yeah, it's scary sometimes. The thought of failure is scary, but fuck. I just swore. Anyway, chase your dreams. There's no other satisfaction. Even when you fail, wah, try again. Try again. Go and get a pep talk now. Don't tell me this swearing. I don't even know if YouTube has it. I don't even know. We'll see. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, we have the Rejoicer. So this is a Woman of Cups. It's a really like a nurturing card. It's like, it's letting go, being in the moment, and just rejoicing in it. Just being fully grateful, looking around like, man, I have my life, I have my health, I have my family, I have my friends. I want for more, but I am so grateful for what I have right now that I'm going to enjoy it right now without wanting more. Just for a moment, even just rejoice in what you have, because the universe is like, oh, you love that. Do you want some more? Yes, we want more. Thank you. This is the stuff we like. This is the stuff we don't like. Gotta have the stuff we don't like too. But the more we think about stuff like positive things and beauty and all the good things in life, the more that stuff's gonna come our way. Even when things get dark, like, just keep thinking about those things. The sun is coming. And the Chariot card is whatever's coming your way is coming. I love the Chariot card because it's like your manifestations, your things, whatever you've been looking for, whatever you've been working hard for, it is coming. Like, they usually have the it kind of does have in there like the Chariot, like with your horses and stuff. This one's got like an astronaut on the moon or something. A hawk. I seen a hawk a little while ago. I think a hawk might be I've been trying to learn the birds and what they mean, what the messages, like different birds mean. I'm in New Zealand, by the way, so we have different birds. I don't know if anybody else has fantails, but I love fantails. They're cheeky little things, and they fly right in front of your face, and they fly however many you need to see. If you're into numbers, I like to read numbers. Numbers is a whole language. Okay, I feel like I'm ready to see the future. What have we got coming up in the future for our collective who this reading is resonating with? What have we got? The Guardian. So you got someone on your side. You got people, you got angels, you got that strength, when you get worn out and you get worn out and you're worn out and you're like, how am I still doing this? How am I still going? You have backup. You have the spiritual world. You have protection. You have people watching over you. You know, if someone's passed on that you know, for you, they will definitely be watching over you. You might smell them, you might hear them, you might just get a funny feeling over you. You might feel like they're sitting next to you when you get more into it. You have a guardian, and you just keep going. Keep going because you're safe. Reflection is where we learn so much. Be careful not to reflect. Reflecting is good, really good, but don't keep going over it, of course, because then we get stuck in the past like a time machine, and we can't go forward, and we're not really here. Okay, if we're stuck in the past, right, and we're not in the present, we're just a zombie. We're living in something that doesn't exist anymore. Usually sadness. We don't live in the happiness of the past, right? We don't just hold on to all those good memories and live in those. Like, it's when we're living in the past, it's usually not great. Use your reflection and maybe do some writing. Look at different perspectives. I like to learn different perspectives and look at when I reflect on every possible different angle, every possible perception, because then we learn different things and we see it different ways. Compassion. So people are hurt, especially after COVID. I don't even want to bring that up, but I was protesting around the time the COVID started, and I was working out a lot, and I was in a real fight. But like what it's left behind realistically is a lot of hurt people, a lot of, like living in that fear for 3 years. Like it does some damage to people. People have been through things that, they wouldn't have, and the secure people became insecure, and it's up to us really to heal the world now. Because like the government aren't going to, are they? No, the healers, the starseeds, the nerds. We're going to heal the world. So please see past if someone's mean to you. It's only because they're hurting inside. It's got nothing to do with you. If you trigger someone, and they get mad at you, it's because they're just seeing something in you that they don't like in themselves. It makes them feel uncomfortable. And what they really need is they need love. As hard as it is to love someone who's horrible to you sometimes. With boundaries, make sure you have boundaries. Always have your boundaries, but we've still got to keep giving love to receive love. We've got to keep the balance going. There's definitely situations you can walk away from, and God will give them someone else. They'll meet someone else. It's okay. Don't feel like you're abandoning anyone who's hurting you. That's abandonment issues. That's trauma bonding. If you need to liberate yourself from anything that's making you not feel good, that's making you feel trapped, just do it. Have faith in your strength, because like us humans, we're capable of so much. The things we do, you can change your life at any time, and we've got to be more grateful for that. We've got to be grateful that we have the power to change things. If you don't like it and it's not real, like I grew up from a very young age mad. I was super mad. I was a raging little Aries who couldn't cry because it wasn't allowed, because then I was a big baby or whatever. So I didn't cry forever, and then I was, oh my gosh, I was just a raging little fireball. Like, I'm so mad at the world. I'm so mad at people behaving this way. Why do they hurt each other all the time? Why is it so dark? Because I wasn't seeing any of the light. I was in the dark. But I've learnt, honestly, being from like a really, really hard, toxic person when I was younger, that I just needed love. We all do. So please, be compassionate where you can. It'll help you. It'll heal you to give kindness, to be kind to others. It will help you heal too. I wish more people could do that. Thanks heaps. I'll see you soon.